this contest is going to be between the defending champions, the Hikers, that's the Soufriere Hikers, and the Botanical Ghana Rangers, who started off yesterday with a win, an exciting game that it was curtailed, of course, because of the weather, but a win nonetheless. And I could tell you that these next 20 overs are going to be some chilling cricket. We see Desmond Maloney, the captain, he's going to be taken. No, he's at the non-strikers end. So Gideon Pope is going to be taken first knock. And I can't help but admiring the pads. When you look at the pads of the players, and even the wicket keeper Castnell, I mean, fashion, like I said yesterday, fashion to another level by the VPL.
And that's good. That's good that you bring taste, you bring fashion, you bring competitiveness to VPL. And this is what the youngsters are looking to be part of. And I think that the VPL in itself, they're doing a tremendous job, and it becomes a household brand and a part of the sporting calendar here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Yes, so I think they're going to be starting, the Rangers are going to be starting with Larry Edwards, the left arm spinner from St. Lucia, the first St. Lucian to play in the VPL. He's a really energized player. A real colorful character, enjoys his cricket, full of confidence as well. He's also a graduate of the University of the West Indies, so an intelligent young man enjoying his cricket, really good to see.
Yes, and it is good to see that VPL also is bringing out talents outside St. Vincent and the Grenadines and into the Windward Islands. That is something good. Not only Windward Islands, also Barbados. And it is good to see that you're expanding your wings and really building the brand of VPL.
Yes, of course. And yesterday, Larry Edwards, he bowled his 2 overs for 13 runs. He didn't take a wicket, so he'll be looking to get something in that 4th column and getting on the board. First ball, and Gideon Pope pulled out. 40 from 15 for him yesterday, an attacking innings, and he'll be looking to have a great VPL. Oh, and crunch through the covers. I think that is Captain Keswick Williams straight to him. What would be the plan here from Larry Edwards, do you anticipate?
Well, if you look at the field that is set, Larry is looking to angle that ball straight across Gideon, the left arm. So that quadrant, that area is packed and policed with a lot of fielders there from the Botanical Garden. So for Gideon to get you, they will be very interesting.
Yes, and he's bowling to plan, it seems. Now you see, I thought Keswick was running back, but he was just doing some covering there. But with this line, if he's going to be bowling that, isn't he better bowling? Well, probably not. And that looks like the first bungie for Gideon Pope to the onside. I think badly line there, certainly not bowling to the plan. And Castnell, the point I was going to make there, if you're going to be bowling at a steady off-stump line, just outside, I imagine, with the pack field, won't you be better with a sweeper and sticking to that side of the field and force Gideon to play across the line?
Well, I would have put the sweeper, yes, I agree with you. However, he's trusting the ball with the speed because it's not turning, it's just the angle. So he's expecting Gideon to nick that packed area and with his own wrist. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well bowled. Now, if he can consistently bowl that, and he's a first-class player, so I suspect he can, right? I would have probably been using the sweeper and trying to get everything outside off stump. Rangers do have a great fielding unit as well. We have Kenneth Demba. We have one of the best fielders in the region, Kieran Katoy. That ball, but I'm not sure if that is the line he really wants to be bowling. But the dot ball nonetheless, and every dot ball counts. I think he got hit because he's not wearing a helmet, of course. I hope that wasn't in his mouth or anything.
The way in which he swept that ball, appears to have struck him because the left arm with some speed, he's pushing through that ball, what we would normally say push through. And that one may have, on its ricochet from the pad, may have hit him in the face area. The umpires are gathering to...
Yeah, the thing is that, I mean, traditionally, we know that guys were always hesitant to wear a helmet. And sometimes you wear a helmet only when you're facing fast bowlers because batters tend to feel a little bit more comfortable without the helmet. But if you're going to be attacking and sweeping and so on, especially against a new ball, I think it is worth, wearing that helmet. Yeah, that's a nasty hit. Could have been worse. But it's good to see that he's still batting on. It means that it's not too serious. So that is great. But Gideon is a fighter. He's going to be sticking it out. And, I mean, Larry could probably be made to pay for that, actually, knowing the kind of character he is. It's also good to see, and I'll just comment on, I don't normally comment on players' fitness, really, but because I want to lend some credit to Gideon for really, addressing, what I believe was a slight issue he had previously. And it's good to see that he's looking, trimmer than probably, he has for the last 4 or so years. So it's really great to see. It means that he has been putting in some work.
It is always important because he's always anticipating VPL each year, and he wants to be part of a team.
Probably had he not been struck previously, he would have tried to sweep that one, but I guess he just thinks. So that's the end of the first over. And it's only 4 runs. That's a very good over. And the Botanical Garden Rangers would certainly be happy with that start.
It should. Very sedated start. And it is something that they would look to be not letting the Soufriere hikers on a loose because they could be very explosive when they're ready. But Gideon Pope, just with just a boundary in to start the innings, scoring, and that's just the only run so far that have really cost the Botanical Garden Rangers.
So we have Kimali Williams, fast bowler, bowled with some aggression yesterday. We can expect the very same from him. I don't see anyone on the deep mid-wicket boundary, so maybe he's not going to be bowling short this time around. Not the start he would have wanted. Yesterday he kept the ball back somewhat, not too short, but that was his plan. Today with third man on fine leg, I guess he'll be pitching up the first 2. However, he would have to be very careful because he doesn't have the mid-off or mid-on back. And I'm sure that anything over pitch, this run is going to be going down the ground. Not a bad delivery.
We haven't started as yet, the over, but a bit of tightness maybe, and to get loosened up. You have a strong breeze blowing across him, so someone have to get it adjusted very quick. You do not want the Soufriere hikers to be coming out the blocks with such speed.
And the over started now with that ball. I much prefer this field with the third man now up. So they have brought in Vincent Samuel, and Demba has gone back on the boundary at deep mid wicket. Square leg. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. A really good fielding there by young Ethan Gibson, the Canada under-19 player. He played a really good had a half century in the ICC World Cup. He didn't get an opportunity yesterday. I'm looking keenly to see if he's going to get a bowl in this tournament. Aggressive bowler as well, fast bowler, and I'm sure he's excited to be in this tournament. That's his third wide off the over, and in T10 cricket, you cannot afford that, Cosnell.
Yeah, that is very costly and very badly lined there by Kimali. If you look at Kimali ball in action, he's kind of straying away at his point of delivery. And that angle at the last minute, then to get that delivery going towards the leg side, maybe some work need to be done for a more straight up delivery.
Oh, that's a good ball there. That's kind of aggression that he showed yesterday. He's quick somewhat. I think probably I would say maybe we don't have the speed gun. Maybe that is something for Miles Bascom, Rumel Currency, and the guys, the administrators, to consider for next time around. How do we get a speed gun at Annisville?
Yes, it will be very interesting to see how much Kimali clicks. For example, there's Razim Brown and some of those other bowlers. They bowl very quick.
Oh yes, cannot afford to miss your length. And Maloney is off. He didn't get a boundary yesterday, so it's good that he got that boundary and clear. I mean, one of the players that you would think need to step up if Hiker's going to do well in this tournament.
And you rightly said it. Kimali cannot miss his length to Maloney because Maloney he's quick, and that ball will shoot off because it's new. And what Malone is looking for is that ball to miss its length. And anytime it misses its length, he will look to capitalize on it.
Oh, that's in the air. Is it a chance? No, just over, Vincent said. A great stop there from him. Excellent stop. Certainly saved two.
A magnificent piece of fielding there by Winston. He has committed himself to saving that 2-run. He was the fielder that was brought up from the third man area. An
umpire, Roger Davis, just signaled 4, but I think we had great view there, and we know that was actually a great stop, and it was not to hope this decision is overturned. He has out there with him the experienced Jonathan Blades from Barbados.
From our standpoint, where we were here, it was well saved, but the umpires will have to make their final call there.
I think we'll see the use of the TV, and I think that they're currently advising him that it was saved, and so he's going to overturn that decision, I anticipate. I don't know what the discussion is about. I mean, it was a bad decision. Well done. That's the better decision. It's a great stop, great work by Winston.
And 2 runs saved there. Would that 2 runs be vital at the end of the game?
Well, I mentioned earlier that they're a good fielding unit, and you can expect a few of those from them. Good finish to the over. Maloney would think that he missed out there. But after 2 overs, the score is 13 for none.
Yes, Maloney would have felt that he missed out because all he had to do is get some bat onto that, and over the third man region, he would have got value for his shot. But that passed very quickly onto the keeper and brought the overturn in.
So as was the case yesterday, Larry Edwards is going to bowl his 2 overs consistently, consecutively. As we see, they do have a lot of bowling options. So you have Kenneth Demba, the Windward Islands Volcanoes first-class bowler. You also have the pro himself, Keswick Williams, the West Indies T20 bowler. I also have Kieran Katoy, who I'm sure will be looking forward to bowling. I don't know if he would like to bowl against Gideon Pope, the left-hander, today. That's a good, quick, sharp single. Desron obviously plays with the Volcanoes as well, the Windward Island Volcanoes, and he is part of the franchise with Larry Edwards, so he'll be quite familiar with Larry Edwards.
It's also the first time he's facing in this innings. A lot of patrolling across the ground. a lot of hand signals to get the field right. It will be interesting to see the field that is set for Maloney.
Yeah, a bit of uncertainty there. I think that he's willing to give him a single if he bowls straight. I suspect he'll be trying to, definitely won't be giving him too much room, but a very strong outside field. On well bowled, another quick single. Fit Gideon Pope is down the end with ease.
Oh, that delivery was very fast, and I believe it appears to me like it's the arm ball came through, and Maloney had enough time just to rest his bat there and got it to the short third man area. Subtle misfield there again by Williams, something that is not credible to the Botanical Gardens Rangers.
Oh, that's well bowled. Is he bowling? Is he clean bowl? He is. Great bowling from Larry Edwards. And he opens his account. And look at that celebration from Larry Edwards. We see that when he plays the Super 50, when he takes a wicket, that little dance.
Yeah, I think the problem there is that Pope was in between decision as to sweep that one. And at a late decision, because again, it's the angle with that delivery. He was too late in adjusting from the sweep, and then he was able to ricochet into his stumps.
Well, they do have buttons, so with Gideon gone, we now have young Dylan Douglas making his way to the crease, and he would want to make up for yesterday. He's one of those players on social media, and he pretty much pours his heart out on social media, and so he expressed how disappointed he was at making duck yesterday, and I'm sure that he will want to leave it to this smiling and getting a win for his team with a good knock. And so he will be coming up against after you see a very positive Larry Edwards. Now, it'll be interesting to see how he plays, if he's going to just watch a few balls and get his and build an innings, or if he's going to go on attack from ball one.
But he should watch couple. Yesterday's event was one that didn't really show his true credibility.
Oh yes, is this a chance? The Spice Man in action, and Larry Edwards is on a hat trick.
That is what you call Botanical Garden Rangers on a rampage. And interesting, it is amazing to see that Dylan plays such a shot like that. I think that was a bit reckless. Just lost a wicket, and knowing that his reputation not only is at stake, but he's known for rebuilding innings for the Soufriere Hikers. I believe that's something that Maloney would have wanted him to do, but since that is the end result of that one, the Botanical Garden Rangers will welcome that.
Well, he'll be extremely disappointed with that dismissal, but Larry Edwards would be happy, and he is now part of the party, he would say. 2 wickets for 6, 2 for 6 of 1.4 overs. He has 2 deliveries to go, and he's on a hat trick against his first-class captain, Kevin Hodge, who just walked to the crease. Kevin, this is his second outing in the VPL. Had a really good finish last time around when he came. In fact, he played a winning knock in that finals the last time he played to help the Hikers to win the tournament. He now would be looking to play. And then he's going to build. He's going to know that he cannot attack. And I'll be very surprised if he gives Larry Edwards this hat trick. But who knows?
Game of glorious uncertainties.
Oh, that's a really good ball there. A hat trick ball. Larry has 1 more delivery to go. And currently only 6 runs from his 2 overs. 1.5 over so far. Good shot there. Good looking shot there. That's a remarkable spell from Larry Edwards. 2 for 6 from his 2 overs. He'll be happy with that.
Any day. Any day. In a T10 game, 2 for 6 is a remarkable piece of bowling. The captain, the Botanical Garden Rangers, they set themselves, back themselves to bowl first, defend a total, to set a total, and you know, there you have it. Larry Edwards really putting out that experience, that knowledge, that wealth of, you know, ability that he has to bowl in the power play, as to say, and 2 for 6 is welcoming.
Yeah, and yesterday Keswick bowled the 5th over, which is outside of the power play. I'm happy to see that he has stepped up today and coming into the attack in the final over of the power play as one of the leading bowler, I would say, for his team. I think he should definitely get one over at least in the power play and maybe save one for the back end, the last 2 overs of the innings. So he's into the attack against the captain of the Hikers, Desron Maloney. Ooh, that's a great start there from Keswick. Excellent start there, Costner.
Brilliant. Any bowler, especially the wicketkeeper, likes to see the ball above the waist. And look at where Salman took that one. And he even carried it to the man at short third man. So it is good bounce, something Malone is not adjusted to. He's been signaling about the uneven bounce that he gets.
Only one missed out there. There's run. The 16 for 2, and we are in the 4th over. The Hikers would definitely be looking to capitalize on this final power play over. So you have 4 deliveries to go against the best, the most experienced certainly bowler for the Rangers. Ooh, I was wondering, Costner, if Hodge is going to try to capitalize on these next few deliveries in the power play. It seems so.
Yeah, there's a vacant area, acres of land outside the mid-wicket region, and that shot showed that he was targeting that region. And I think it's somewhat of a plan to have him playing across the line.
Oh, Kieran Katoy has put one down. Wow. That surprises me. That's a surprise. Kieran doesn't drop him, and it just goes to show how this game of cricket is, that we all can drop a catch.
It went in and it went out so fast, and even a run-out opportunity that he grabbed it back and attempt to run out. And Hodge there for 1 minute thought that was it for him.
And that's a good shot. That's a good comeback. That's 4 runs to Kieran Katoy.
How many times haven't you seen that in cricket? A drop catch, then you pay the cost.
I tell you what, I'll accept that from Kieran. It hardly happens, but you know, we are human after all. But that's a really good shot there from Calvin Hodge, and you know, he opens his account with a lovely boundary. Quick single to finish the over. That's the end of the power play. 4 overs. 21 for 2. That's not a bad start for the Rangers. I will give the Rangers the edge at this point of the game. Costner.
Yes, they should. They should be rewarded for the credits there. Very disciplined bowling, except for just not too expensive, the over with Kemali. But very good holding there of the Botanical Garden Rangers to hold the Soufriere Hikers at a very subtle 21. The Soufriere Hikers should not be panicking at this stage. They should be looking to now of a more relaxed feel, capitalize on the singles and turn the ones into twos.
Well, we have Kieran Katoy into the attack. Yesterday he bowled 2 overs for 10 runs, and he took 2 wickets. A man of the match performance yesterday for him. A little false start there from him. But he'll be bowling against Calvin Hodge and Desmond Maloney. It wide and a misfield there from Larry Edwards. Dwayne Gill, the CEO and Vice President of Windward, will be wondering what is wrong with his Windward Islands players this morning, or this afternoon actually. Kieran Katoy and Larry Edwards, both fantastic fielders. Dwayne, what is up with these fellas?
Is it nerves still? The nerves getting to them? From the VPL, a lot.
That was a no ball as well, so we have a free hit here. One is a wide, so he would have to bowl that free hit again. Not a good start here from Kieran Katoy after bowling his 2 overs yesterday for 10 runs.
Well, yes, it is a bit ill-disciplined there, but he will get it straight, I believe. And as soon as he gets it right, we should expect him to really master his art of leg spin. A very big field.
That's a good feeling there by young Ethan Gibson.
And that's a very far way out where Ethan is. Very, very far. And a good throw at the end. Back to the keeper.
Oh, that's in the air. That's a chance. That's a chance. Oh, and that's a job catch. Job catch, and it went for 4. It wasn't an easy chance, but certainly should have been taken. And Ethan would be disappointed with missing that opportunity.
He should be. He should be. And I think that the approach to that it was more to me of a reverse. That ball was always going away from him. And I think that one may have gotten to him a bit faster than he expected. And it's a job opportunity, and to really add to it, it went straight for 4.
Yes, a bad miss there, but that's cricket. Not a good period here for the Rangers with their fielding. They have dropped 2 catches and a missed field. Crunch down the ground, but only 1.
Soufriere Hikers batsmen seem not to be middling these deliveries. I'm not too sure if the timing or if the slow nature differs from the pace that was earlier on in the power play.
That one was a bit wide, but I guess inside the mark there. Jonathan Blades, very good umpire. Kato is suddenly creating the chances here. That's a wide for sure. That's a wide for sure. Try to push that one a little quicker. I think on this wicket you need to slow it down. Just not too fast. Unless you're trying to get your variation going. But I think you'll be better off trying to slow it down on this track. That's in the air, but bit of luck there for Maloney. Just went straight over the keeper's head.
This game, any luck will be counted and be thankful for. Just 1 more to the total. I think what Kieran is doing a bit too much. He's trying to push it through fast, and in doing so, he's pulling it down, causing it to drop a bit short. In that case.
Oh, that's a chance, and Demba is going to take that any day.
There are some fielders you just do not want to see under certain catches. Kenneth Demba is one of them. You have some very bucket hand there, and once that goes in there, rest assured it's not going to come out so easy.
That's really good work there by Kieran Katoy. Like I said before, he is creating chances, and leg spinner, they do that, innit?
it should be a bit of concern now for the Soufriere Hikers, having lost Hodge there. And Maloney is still there, the captain. But 32 for free at the end of the fifth.
But after 5 overs, it's 32 for 3. Not a good start by any means for the Soufriere Hikers. They will have to try and finish this innings off good. Next 5 overs, they will need at least 10 runs and over. Can they do that against a very positive, a very energized Rangers team? As we see Razim Brown into the attack to bowl his pace. I think Captain Desmond Maloney would know that he would need at least 80 runs if he's going to give his team a chance, and they would need to keep attacking.
Yeah, Shala, if we look at the history of the VPL, at the start of the VPL, we realize that teams will start with these sedated scores of 80s and the 70s, and they become challenging at a point. We see 50 was chased down yesterday in rapid time. So I'm sure that an 80 here or even a 90 would be challenging for the Botanical Garden Rangers, and these 80s and 90s will then climb up in the 110, the 120s, even the 130s.
Yeah, that's a good start there for Razim Brown. Suspect he probably would only have 1 over. Unless this over is very good, then I don't anticipate he will get another opportunity this game. So he'll be looking to bowl a very good over. Second. That's Sullivan Brown, his brother. Just giving away a bye. Every run counts.
Every run counts at this time. Otney Lewis comes to the crease. But the thing is, Maloney's there, and Maloney's 10 from 14. So he's somewhat not getting it as he may like, so in the middle. So you're going to put Neil to see what he can make of it.
Quick single from Otney Lewis, the MVP of last tournament, known mostly for his off-spin bowling, but certainly can hit the ball, and he did that in last edition of VPL. Really good player.
And this is why he has been retained by the Soufriere Hikers. The mixture that he has and the varieties in his bowling, and he really can put on a performance and at a given day for Soufriere Hikers.
I tell you what, Razim has started really well here. From his 4 deliveries so far, only 1 run. He might just get another over. Powerful throw there from the Spiceman. I tell you what, I don't think they have anywhere close to the runs that they need if the Spiceman gets going today.
Well, the trademark shot of the Spiceman was pulled out yesterday, and I think that was the highlight. I heard many person spectators spoke about the no-look shot.
Crunch down the ground, but only 1. This is an excellent over from Razim Brown. Just 3 runs coming from it. Really good start from him.
Excellent start.
I think his captain will be looking to give him another one after that.
Excellent start. It is something that you would always want, and that's the thing about the Botanical Garden Rangers. They have a batting lineup that is very strong on paper, what we will say. The bowling now shows that you cannot only depend on one, and that has been the Botanical Garden Rangers' problem for past VPL. That they either trust the batting only and not the bowling, and not the bowling and not the batting. So in this case, they have really sat. I've spoke to Captain Williams. He said he sat down and he have orchestrated his own team. And when he got the opportunity to select players, he grabbed every opportunity at every first player. So I believe this is something good, good mixture. And the Botanical Garden Rangers should be able to reach far at this time.
As you see, beautiful Annisvale in live there. Remember, we are coming to you from Annisvale playing field in the beautiful Caribbean island of St. Vincent and the Grenadines for the Dream 11 VPL T10 tournament. And this is the 4.0 edition. As we see, the Spiceman comes in to bowl his leg spin. He considers himself a top bowler, you know. He has some experience against the two right-handers, so they will be looking to turn the ball across them.
Something that Williams would have always wanted in whenever you have a team of right-handers, leg spinners. Has to be having a bit of tone there, Shallow.
Certainly a bit of tone for Andre Fletcher. Andre, a West Indies player. Oh, down the ground, and I think that Andre Fletcher would have been thinking that maybe he has a chance of passing the bat and creating an opportunity for stumping, but O'Neill got it out the middle of the bat. Captain Maloney would need to go now. He's 11 runs from 16 deliveries. That's a big heave. We'll be thinking that he needs to get a 6 off this over. Need to get a 6, at least one. That's a chance. Is it in the air? Yes. Right in the middle. But that right there is pressure cricket.
It is. He's feeling the pressure in that he's not scoring as he wished to. And not only that, his team is in a position of 38 for 3. He will be looking at the scoreboard as well and knowing that overs are going.
2 more deliveries to go in this over. They need a 6. But that's a wide. He will going to have to bowl that one. Barbadian Blades signaling wide. Again, coming down the track. It's a bit of misfeel here from Winston. Still a good over so far from Andre Fletcher. No boundary.
Very disciplined bowling there. And as you see, Will Lewis getting that one in the middle of the bat. A bit straighter down there to the fielder. Samuel, a bit of fumble.
So last ball of this over. And well bowled by Andre Fletcher. Just a 1, maybe a leg by 2. A leg by signal. So only 5 runs off Andre Fletcher's bowling there. And 6 runs off the over, including that last leg by. It's now 42 for 3 from 7 overs. These next 18 deliveries going to have to go Costner.
Well, they will need a 51 run like yesterday from the Southern Breakers. That will take them to some 93, which will be a competitive total. Knowing the batting artillery that is lined up for the Botanical Garden Rangers. But the question I don't want to overrule you, Shallow, but I want to ask, with the experience of Kevin Williams, Andrew Fletcher, Kieran Couture, when were the players, Kenneth Demba, do you feel like there are pressure, or it just blend all the experience that is down there on the ground there for the Botanical Garden Rangers? And that with all that experience, it put pressure on the Soufriere Hikers?
Well, it's a very experienced bowling attack that the Rangers has there. You see Kieran Couture now coming back into the attack because I think there are 2 right-handers at the crease. I think they believe that the leg spinner moving the ball away, turning away, maybe even a wrong and trying to beat the bat there, and being able to maybe take the pace off the ball as well. I think that is the approach here, that is the strategy of Captain Keswick William. He too has one more over to go. You still have Kenneth Demba, so they still have a lot of experience to bowl these last couple of overs. Kieran starting well there, dot ball, another dot ball, 17 deliveries to go. Castle, they're going to need 50 runs.
They will, and it's 7 more wickets in the hut. So they have wickets in the camp. Must note that Kieran now have changed ends. He's now bowling from the Beckwith end.
That's only one. Another powerful trailer from the Spiceman, keeping it just down to 1. Only 1 run so far off this second over from Kieran Katoy. Oh, and that's not that ball according to our stats guru here. That is 27 dot ball of the innings. That's a lot in a T10 game. Another one, the 28th one. Good bowling by Kieran Katoy. Captain Maloney, 12 runs from 20 deliveries. That's about 60% strike rate. Gets one. Not out the middle, but gets one. Oh, really sharp feeling there by Larry Edwards. I spoke about that energy earlier. Look at that brisk feeling. And they're now switched on. Dwayne Larius has stepped up.
Excellent feeling there by Larry. He realized that they're attempting for 2. And he quickly released that delivery back to the keeper. And boy, it was a powerful left arm throw. And really, truly, 2 more overs to go. The last Soufriere Hikers will need to get about 80 from these years.
Well, 12 deliveries. To get to 80, they will need 36 runs. So that's 2 big overs. Tell you what, they'll be trying to get as many as possible from here. The Spiceman is back for his second over after that very good force over. Remember, Razim bowled a really good force over, so he's an option, but no doubt Keswick will be bowling the final one. So where are they going to find these runs from, Castnella?
Well, they have to improvise. They have to orchestrate some shot. Even there are 7 wickets in the hut. You cannot have 7 wickets in the hut and you're still under 50.
Oh yes, he got that one. And it's gone. 6 runs. Clady Bungry, Desmond Maloney. His 4-6 of the innings. It took him 23 deliveries to get that 4-6. Nonetheless, if he can get a couple more here, his strike rate could look good in the end.
And that also brings up the 50 now for the last Soufriere Hikers in the 9th over. Something that is not synonymous with the last Soufriere Hikers.
But that's a wide. Spiceman getting some turn, but pitched that one too wide. I think that is the pressure there. You can see Maloney walking across because he's aiming for that leg side where the wind is blowing. Oh yes, and he got that one as well. Maybe not a good decision to bowl the leg spinner of Angie Fletcher at this time of the innings. Certainly not after Razim bowled such a good force over.
Well, it will always be a gamble. It would always be a gamble because it's a go time for the last Soufriere Hikers. Whether he bowls a good over or bad over, they should be going at this time. And there you see it, 12 so far from 13 so far from the over.
Tell you what, if they can get another 6 here, they'll be really happy. And the Spiceman has picked up his wicket, picked up the captain, Desiree Maloney, after 2 massive sixes. And the score is now 57 for 3.
Interesting. It has to be a go. It has to be a gamble. It's a very good delivery. A much straighter one that pitched right in line and was heading on just between middle and leg, I would say. But Maloney did not get a whole of it, having missed out on some deliveries. But he really missed out on that one, and in doing so, I've lost his wicket to LBW.
Yes, it's now 57 for 4 actually. 57 for 4. Still have 8 deliveries remaining in this innings. As we see, Andrew Thomas, I think, walks the crease. With 8 deliveries to go, they're going to have to try to get at least 3 sixes and get this score up above 80. They have no choice.
They have to. And Andrew Thomas, this is not so his type of game that he would want to be in, or position he wants to be in. But he's a very hard-hitting batsman, and if Andrew do settle for the next 8 deliveries or so, he can help to catapult this total to 80 or 90.
Let's see how it goes. Well, he starts well, and he's gone, that one gone all the way for 6. Force ball 6. Andrew might just be the man.
Well, this is what I'm talking about. Andrew Thomas, it appears to me that he was knocking up all the time in the dressing room, waiting for his opportunity. And there you go from the first ball.
Well, I tell you what, Costner, they would have considered sending Jaheel Walters over the left-hand batsman. But this is a chance. I think it might fall safely, and it does. That's the end of the over. They got 2 there. Got 21. 21 off that over. Good stuff. If they get another 20 off this Keswick Williams over now,
at the end of the ninth over, the score
means that they'll get 85, 86 actually.
65 is looking more of a better total than 30, 34, 42. And it will be interesting to see how much, it will be a swing at Keswick at this time. I know he would have his varieties set up there. They will be looking out for the slow balls and the one that he normally zip through. So it will be interesting to see how he approaches this over.
Well, Keswick, the West Indies fast bowler, certainly would not be looking to give more than 12 runs off this over. Keswick, first ball of the final over of this innings. And that's over the keeper's head. Coming back sharply for 2. Oh, that's good run in there. They're going to have to try and capitalize on every delivery.
It is. You have wicket in the hut, 6 wickets to come in the hut. Last 5 balls to come, 67 for 4. The last of Hikers will be looking at no less than 80.
In Keswick with a lot of experience. This is the chance, is it? Just short of the Spiceman. That's 2 singles so far. 2 singles. $68 for 4. 4 deliveries remaining. Must be at least 2 boundaries in this over.
Well, good start to the over in terms of Keswick Williams showing his experience. I think the last of the Hikers, they know the ability of Williams and the experience that he has. Pace off will be something that the left-hander will be looking forward to now. Keswick has to get it right because the wind now will be going with the left-hander. If he doesn't get it right, that ball can travel miles once Thomas goes on to this one.
Yes, it can travel far. But Keswick, with experience of 26 international T20 matches for West Indies, he'll be looking to restrict this team. Oh, unlucky there for Keswick. Cannot do anything about that one. But Hikers definitely would welcome that.
Wait, they will. I guess it's one of the safest shots I've seen for the day from the Hikers.
So Keswick Williams, 109 T20 matches across the globe. The T20, global star. He has 41 international wickets for West Indies. He comes in again. That was not wide. But what happened there was that Andrew Thomas stepped to the leg side to give himself some room, and so, Keswick, with all his experience, just looked at that line out there and bowled it right there. Good bowling by Keswick.
Intelligent bowling.
That one was a wide. Stood his ground this time, Andrew Thomas. And a right call there from Roger Davis. And very good, in addition to that wide, they got a single.
Yes, the capitalizer, the keeper, looking to collect that one on the bounce. Come to 2 for 1.
Bit of football there from Keswick, but sharp single nonetheless. So we have one more delivery to go, one more legal delivery to go in this over. Keswick Williams, the West Indies T20 Pro, will be looking to get minimum of this one. Certainly not a boundary caster.
You made a flaw there. You said Keswick Williams and football. That's not something synonymous to Keswick at all. You should be able to look to get this ball restricted to just a dot ball or even a 1.
All right, the final delivery of the innings. I would not be surprised if I thought that one was close to a wide. Lucky to get away with that one. I would like to see the replay on that final one to see where did that ball go. But the innings has come to an end, and it's 76 runs. 76. Just waiting for the score to confirm. 75 runs. So that's 75 for 5 from 10. Oh, that was well bowled. Well called by umpire Davis. And Blades as well, getting the run out without even needing the review. Umpire, the third umpire. It's a good officiating from our umpires, Roger Davis and Jonathan Blades, in action. And the final score, 75 for 5 from 10 overs. The Botanical Garden Rangers, really good bowling there. They would need 76 runs to win from their 10 overs. Costnell, what do you think of the chances? Who is in the lead now?
Well, cricket is an unfortunate game, or unglorious for unfortunate. You see, the thing is that the 75 is already there, and what the Soufriere Hikers are in a much better position than where they were at 42 for free. What is happening now, 75 for 5 is looking much better for the starting of the VPL, for the starting, note I'm saying for the starting. However, I think that the Botanical Garden Rangers also, they will be satisfied to restrict the Soufriere Hikers under 80. And I think that is something that they would have wanted, and I believe that they would have also think that the Soufriere Hikers may have gotten about 10 more runs too much, being in the position that they were.
Yes, so a good certainly I would say a good innings there by the Botanical Garden Rangers in terms of their bowling performance. They certainly will back themselves to get this runs. They'll be very confident now that they have put in the work in the field, and now it's for the batters to come, led by the Spiceman, to chase down the score. We're going to take a quick break, very quick break here at Annisvale playing field, where the sun is certainly out, and it looks to be a full day of cricket uninterrupted by rain. We hope, fingers crossed, but it does look that way. So great game ahead of us here, and it's T10 cricket. So we know, as Costner said, game of glorious uncertainties, and no doubt the Hikers would think that they still have a chance and they're coming to defend this runs. We'll be back shortly to see the response from the Botanical Garden Rangers, the run chase.
And I think that 75 in this version of the game, it could be a tricky total, but it could be one that could be easily whipped off if these guys really get it set off in the right state of mind.
They have a dangerous lineup, and I could tell you that if any of these two batters is at the crease after 5 overs, the Rangers, they are going to win this one. But we have Calvin Hodge with the ball in hand. He's going to start from Jonathan Blade's end, and he's going to look to give the Hikers a good start, sliding the ball on with the left arm spin. First ball of the innings. Good start there from Calvin.
We always want to have a good start as a bowler, as Larry did. Angle delivery into.
I think that's a chance. I think that was a chance. A difficult one because it got a thick edge, and so it went under the wicket keeper. They would have loved to get the Spiceman so early.
He should be able to want to get the Spiceman early. It put a mental pressure on the Botanical Garden Rangers lineup. But the second delivery jump challenge, a very challenging one, but this Campeche for one to get the total going.
And bring Salvan Brown on strike. Yesterday was his birthday. He got a duck on his birthday. Very experienced player is Salvan Brown originally. He has played for St. Vincent sub-regional cricket for some time, for a few years, well, for St. Vincent, the Windward Islands tournament. So he has some experience as well, known as an attacking batter. That one, I think he misjudged the pace of it.
He likes the ball come onto the bat, and Hodge just pushing that one through very fast. You will feel that he missed out on that one.
Good use of pace there from Calvin Hodge, mixing it up, and that right is experience.
Yeah, that one is much slower, and Salvan was waiting almost 3 years for that one to come to him.
Good bowling there, starting well, just like Larry Edwards did for the Botanical Garden Rangers. And Salvan Brown, who has played 2 first-class matches for the Windward Islands, he is yet to get off the mark after 4 deliveries. So after the first over, it's 1 run, and with this run rate, they will get to 10 after the 10 overs.
I don't anticipate seeing 10 at the end of it all, but however, it will be interesting to see what's the approach. Still in the power play, it will be interesting to see the approach here to Neil.
The Hikers got 4 runs off their first over, so they will be thinking that they're ahead right now if they were to continue this. And they're starting with another spinner, the off spinner, Othniel Lewis. He's going to be coming up against the Spiceman, who I'm sure will be looking to bring out the no-look 6 in this over. If he gets any turn, he has to be very careful here because Spice is going to be just going with the spin. Oh, and that's over the top. That's over the top. A bit of luck there maybe, but gone all the way for 4. A bit of luck there, Costello?
It is a bit of luck, and that's the newness of the ball. The newness of the ball squats that one straight over the third man region.
Hi, so we're here at VPL, first match of the day. We're in the second day, third match of the whole series. So how is it going? Which team are you supporting?
Well, the thing is, I'm originally a Hikers fan. Hikers already won 2 in a row, so I'm content with that. So this year, my favorite T20 batsman is playing with the Rangers. So I cannot.
Who's your favorite T20 batsman?
The Spiceman, Andre Fletcher, man.
Ah, the Spiceman. So you're impressed with the match so far?
Well, so far, yes, I must say the Hikers did well to reach 74, but I think that Fletcher and Sullivan will knock this off with ease.
So you think it's a Rangers game?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Enjoy the rest of the match.
That's the only one.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot. Beautiful shot all the way for 6. And that's Spiceman. Straight over extra cover.
Sorry, that's a magnificent shot there, Shallow. He gave himself some room and played it over cover. Over cover. It is a very hard shot to play sometimes. But that one was really calculated and he got value for his shot.
But in international T20 cricket, he has hit 51 sixes. So you know that he's more than capable of a few of those. Oh yes, and he goes again. He goes again. Over extra cover. I tell you what, you can hear the crowd. Spiceman is a favorite here. And with batting like this, Botanical Garden Rangers still looking good this season.
I was wondering at one point if I'm looking at a replay. Luckily, I'm looking at live. And that's a very good shot. It's just a repeat of what he did with the previous delivery. And he really just carried that one. The difference with that one, it went a bit further.
Othniel Lewis is under pressure here. Under pressure because he's bowling off spin, and if the Spiceman can hit him over extra cover, you could imagine if he gets it straight, it's going to go far harder for 6. Oh yes, and he created that chance. Slow down that delivery. Really well bowled, very intelligent bowling. Held it back with the pace and caught the edge of the Spiceman. He's gone.
Well. Short entertainment there. And at the end of the day, the better of it goes to Lewis, who removed the Spiceman, and I believe that he ran out of a bit of spice. Too much of the spice was used there, and he was looking to do a repeat, but that one caught him just with the slower one, and there you go.
As we see Wayne Harper, who has had some success in the VPL, he makes his way to the crease to join Salvan Brown. Good start nonetheless. I mean, a very low total. I mean, average total. So they would still think Botanical Rangers, they would accept those 2 sixes from Spiceman. Good start. And 17 for 1 with one more delivery in this over.
Even the last Soufriere Hikers will be happy to see the back of Fletcher in the hot sitting, knowing that he have already played his part. And I think now it should put a bit more hype to the last Soufriere Hikers, even though they have a batting lineup that is very strong.
That's a good, smart cricket shot there. Got 2 and they come back quickly. Good running, capitalizing on a little fumble. And they got 2. That's an expensive over despite the wicket. 18 runs off that over. 1 very important wicket, however.
Well, interestingly, Salvan is still there, and it's good to know that the last Soufriere Hikers have gotten an early breakthrough. It would have been a more mental pressure if to see 19 without loss than to see 19 for 1. So, and knowing that Fletcher is back there, me really came to the party and gave the last Soufriere Hikers the boost that they need.
GM11 VPL 4.0 is on, and the spectators are streaming into Annisvale, creating the perfect atmosphere. Good bowling there by Calvin Hodge. Only 1 run coming from his first over. He'll be looking to complete a very economical second over as well. Salvan has other plans, but only managed to get 1 from that.
Salvan is off the mark for the VPL. The shot.
Good observation. The 1 run so far. 6 deliveries. Unlike Salvan.
Well, he's playing his opponent team that he played for the past 3 versions. So, they would have knowledge of him.
I tell you what, that was a well ball. That straight at the half stump. And well played there. Managed to get 1 from it, Wayne Harper. Got some bunks on that one. Good bowling. 2 more deliveries for Calvin Hodge. Spell. And only 3 runs from him so far.
It all comes back with the experience again with these overseas players. They know what is expected of them. And even the players, the batsmen themselves, they will play them with merit. They will not recklessly just give the wicket up to them. They are experienced, they have knowledge of the game, a vast amount of knowledge. So you play them with the respect, you play them unless you get a bad ball.
Final ball from Calvin Hodge. Larry Edwards bowled his 2 overs for 6 runs. Let's see if Calvin Hodge is going to do better. And he's not going to do better. That one gone all the way for 4. And Calvin Hodge finishes 2 overs, still very well, very economical. Goes for 8 runs.
Well, a diving effort there from the short final. I think that's Romaro Bibi to really save that one. And it eluded him and went for 4. 26 after 3 overs. Not a bad start. 26 for 1, sorry. Not a bad start for the Botanical Garden Rangers. Welcoming. But also the Soufriere Hikers would look at it as a very controlled start with the likes of Fletcher and Salvo at an opening stand.
Yes, a good start. 26 for 1 from 3. And because of the total, the target, only 76 required. I was well bowled there by Art Neal. Are you surprised that Art Neal has been given another over after 18 runs from his first over?
But I think what Captain Malone is doing is trusting him in the power play. He's bowling. There's an extra run there for the Botanical Garden Rangers. He's trusting Neil. He's bowling from the back quick end where that strong breeze. He's bowling off break. And he's bowling somewhat with the angle of the breeze. So he's asking the batsman to hit against the wind somewhat.
Well, it certainly shows confidence in Art Neal by the skipper, having gone for 18 in the first over and given a second one, doing the job so far in the second one. Well bowled. Only 2 runs so far from these 4 deliveries. He's going to be looking to finish this spell well, maybe with a wicket. One more to go. Salvan won 6. Salvan Brown is 4 runs from 13 deliveries. Unheard of.
Unlike Salvan.
Gets that one, but straight to the fielder. And this is a very good finish. A good comeback by Art Neal Lewis. Champion bowler he has shown himself to be there after going for 18 in the first over. Only 3 runs coming from his second over, and his spell ended 21 for 1. And again, the very important wicket of the Spiceman. So he will be happy with that performance after the few boundaries in the first over.
Should be. He should be. And the Soufriere Hikers should be very pleased with his 2 overs, just over an economy of 10, and it's not a T10 version. It's a shortened version. 10 is acceptable par. However, you have gotten a very priced wicket for the Soufriere Hikers. It will be interesting to see who will be coming to the bowling attack. Look at Jeremy Lane that is lining up. Nigel Small. In hand. They are still going with the spinners.
Yes, the off spin dangerous, bowling with the wind blowing that direction and into the right-hander. However, Nigel is not a big turner of the ball. He'll be trying to push it fast and flat. So I suspect the plan will be for him to bowl just outside the off stump. Do not give Sullivan any room, because you do not need to give him any room if you're bowling into the legs. And that's the power play, the end of the power play, and the Hikers were 21 for 2. So the Rangers certainly ahead at this point of the game. That must be the plan from Nigel with his sweeper. Sullivan is not the strongest on the outside. He's going to have to be very disciplined, Nigel. That is the pressure. That is the pressure. Both are police officers, so they certainly know each other. And Nigel would know that he has a very small margin of error here to bowl to Sullivan Brown. Cannot bowl there. Cannot bowl there. It will take cannot, and it gone all the way for 6, Cosnell. Small margin for error here.
That is what you're talking about, the small margin. The previous delivery was a bit wide. Now he bring it back into Sullivan. Sullivan inched closer to it and got enough onto it and was able to maximize it over the mid-wicket boundary for 6.
And with one more 6 to Sullivan, his stats would look a little better. He would actually go 100% strike rate. I'm sure he has that in mind. But that's a wide. That's a wide. I think that's a bit harsh, considering that the batsman went across there. But it is Jonathan Blades, and he's a very good umpire, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Well bowled, well bowled. Squeeze for 1. 2 is the call. Oh, you have to catch the ball. You have to catch the ball, Gideon. Good pressure on the fielding team.
Well, it is. It is. The captain Maloney was the one coming off that boundary. Very gingerly, he approached that delivery, and Sullivan seen the opportunity, really capitalized on it, and was able to get back home safely. Hotness of the sun being penetrated there by Sullivan and Harper.
Nigel Small halfway through is over. Oh yes, big hit, big hit, big hit, straight in the gap. That's an excellent shot there by Sullivan Brown. I always considered this to be a risk, bringing Nigel Small against these two right-hand batsmen. Is it that the bowling options are limited for Captain Desmond?
It is not limited. You have Jeremy Lane, you have Romaro Bibi, you have Dylan Douglas. The wind, there is that wind that is coming across the field. I'm not too sure. Well, loud appeal for a wide.
Why has called that a wide? I would love to see the replay on that one. Oh, that's a big hit. That's a biggie. That's a biggie from Sullivan Brown. All the way on the fence, and you heard that drop on the fence there. A big 6. And Sullivan all of a sudden is 23 from 19 deliveries.
Look much better. Look very much better. And I think that the Botanical Garden Rangers, they're in a better position now to win this game. That brings up the 50 for the Botanical Garden Rangers. And the few spectators who are here just after their sabbatical are in mortal danger. Now Sullivan's eyes are open.
Well, that one before that we just saw there, I think the Rangers were lucky. See the spectators streaming into Annisvale. I can only imagine that the second match this afternoon is going to have a really good crowd. Atmosphere is lively here. Good shot, crunch, but only one. Sullivan is seeing it now, and I think he has saved the celebration. He bought the celebration for today.
Well, I believe because he wants to remember this is his former team, and he wants to show that he has no ill will or no sort of loyalty to them anymore. So he will beat their ball whenever it comes, when the opportunity presents itself.
So after 5 overs, the score Botanical Ghana Rangers is 51 for 1, and their required run rate is now only 5. So they need another 25 runs from 5 overs. They are in charge, in the driver's seat currently. They would have to throw this game away from here. But as you often say, Cosnell, glorious uncertainties is this game. I think we see OJ Matthews into the attack. Last time around he had a bit more hair on his head. Now he's well cut hair and good youngster, talented youngster.
Part of the VPL fashion.
Yeah, I won't be surprised as the tournament goes on to see a few colors coming out. Jeremy Lane, he has some colors there already. Number 77 on his back. Oh, that one was crunch. Something really sweet coming off that bat of Salvan Brown. But out to Calvin Hodge, who's an excellent fielder. Oh, that's a biggie. That's a biggie. Oh, and the umpire Davis signals 4. Just felt inches short of the boundary. Ball is going into the wind there, so I suspected that that is what happened. That the ball held up a bit in the wind. But great finish there, great result for Wayne Harper.
Yes, and if we look at Wayne Harper, he's 11 from 4 deliveries. He's a very short gentleman, short in stature. And he got onto that one very quick.
Got away with that one. Got away with that one. Only one. Couple bad balls here from OJ Matthews. Doesn't look settled. Costner, you're supposed to know OJ well. He's from the leeward side as well, where you're from.
Yes, he's from Petit Bodel. A lot of cricket. For the North Leeward team. But OJ seems to be struggling to get the drop in right. If he have another chance, I believe he will be switching ends.
Oh, that's a beautiful shot there. Beautiful shot all the way from Salvan Brown. Not known to hit those balls on the offside, predominantly a leg side player, but crunch that one. I think Salvan is aging like fine wine. He's getting better with age.
Well, he should. He loves cricket. The entire family, the Brown brothers, they love cricket, and I believe they always have that bunter, what we call bunter at home, so who is the better of the Browns. Another wide there from OJ.
That one was not questionable at all. OJ has one more delivery to go. 14 runs so far from this over. Good sensible batting there by Salvan Brown. Very good. 15 runs off that over. The score is 66 from 6. 11 runs over so far, and only require another 10 runs to win from 24 deliveries. This game can only go one way from here, Costner.
Well, the Rangers should be walking in the parks of the Botanical Garden with a victory. And it should not be in any hiccups here from our standpoint. But again, cricket is on the playing field there.
A beautiful day here at Annisville playing field for the Dream 11 VPL 4.0 edition. We have another exciting encounter this afternoon. The Dark View Explorers, they will be playing against the Fort Charlotte Strikers. That is Lyndon James, Captain Lyndon James versus Miles Bascom, two very experienced players. And the crowd, they are pouring in here at Annisville for that encounter.
And with that encounter, Lyndon James and Miles Bascom, they are very good friends, and it will be interesting to see. And knowing that Miles Bascom, if he wins it, as he likes to bat first, so it will be interesting to see the approach they will take at each other.
The second game will be starting at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Caribbean time, of course. I see Jeremy Lane into the attack and met with a lovely shot there from Salvan Brown. And that's the 50 partnership our stats guru has informed. 50 partnerships, 70 runs so far, and only another 6 runs to go.
That's the way Salvan plays. With brute force. And he tends to play like that to put the bowlers off their line. And if you don't get it right, if you're not a disciplined bowler, he can intimidate you.
But Sarwan, who took 6 deliveries to get off the mark, a slow innings to start, but he's now 36 from 25 deliveries. Oh, down the ground. He's going to take some stopping. Good stop there from Desron Maloney. Good fielder, good cricketer. Jeremy Lane, unfortunately, he doesn't have the runs to defend here. He's going to have to do something special. The Rangers now only needing 5 runs from 22 deliveries. That's a good shot there. Wayne Harper, he goes about his business, sometimes looking quite casual, but extremely effective.
Very, very effective batsman. He's somewhat under the light, to say, but he's the batsman that will give you 20 from a 9 or 10 deliveries on going unnoticed.
Again, Jonathan Blades getting it right, calling that wide. Oh, that was well bowled there by Jeremy Lane.
Excellent delivery. I guess that one really caught Salvan off the hook.
The Hikers, yes, they scored only 75 runs, but they would have, believed that they had a better chance, and they would have really liked to bowl much better than this. Oh, and that one could go all the way as well. That one could go all the way, and that is the match. That is the match. From only 6.5 overs, the Botanical Ghana Rangers has achieved the target, and they are off. They really have started well in this tournament. 2 from 2 they are now. While the Hikers, they have started a lot more shaky than they expected. They have started 2 defeats. Unlike them, they have some work to do, of course, but take nothing away from the Botanical Garden Rangers. They have really played some good cricket yesterday and again today, and they're finishing in fine style, winning by 9 wickets to get to the target of 76. Really good finish, led by Salvan Brown, finishing on 41 from 28 deliveries. Good start, Casnell.
Excellent start, and we keep reiterating the lineup that they have. It will pose threat to teams here, and there you sit, another 9-wicket win there for the Botanical Garden Rangers. As I mentioned yesterday, for the last of the Hikers, they tend to start on a losing note and then pick up as the tournament goes along. I am sure that they would have to go back to the joint boards and see in which department they need to strengthen. Coach Irvin Warwick, I know, will be taking notes, and so to the captain, they will be really looking at different areas in which they have faltered. But do not take it away from the Botanical Garden Rangers. They batted well, they bowled well, they restricted the Soufriere Hikers, led by Keswick Williams, and that is what they're showing you, the experience in which they have.
Yes, indeed. Really good performance here by the Botanical Garden Rangers, led by 41 from 28 deliveries, 17 to Andrew Fletcher today. He really kickstarted the innings for the Rangers. But even prior, they bowled really well. Larry Edwards had 2 for 6, and I think he set up the game for the Rangers. 2 for 6 from his 2 overs. Kieran Carter got 1 along with Andrew Fletcher, who was a bit expensive. But the Hikers, they just did not get off with the bat, and 76 on this good batting wicket just wasn't enough.
It wasn't. But again, as you rightly said, Larry Edwards really put the pin down on the Soufriere Hikers. They really keep the explosiveness of the Soufriere down, and they would not have been able to explode it as they wish. However, at the latter end of the game, Andrew Thomas and then Maloney in himself really give them some impetus to the innings, which really tallied 275. But again, the Botanical Garden Rangers, boy oh boy, Salvan Brown started very sedately, low, and then he really got it in with 1-6, and then from there it was chalk and cheese.
Yes, a comprehensive win here for the Rangers. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be back at the top of the hour. So there you have it, the first match of this Dream 11